It's a great day, man. It's beautiful out. I already finished my work. I get to go out on my bike. It's a great day to motovlog. We're gonna go into the top 5 things I love about my DRZ400. Yeah! That's what I love about it, bro. That's what I love about it. This thing is nimble. The convenience of having this bike is so nice. It's just, it's a happy medium of both bikes. Where I got off work today and I saw a 500 EXC. And you know, man, I'm kind of glad I didn't go with the KTM. The 500 EXC, that thing is literally a dirt bike with just tags or, you know, plate. Like, that thing is so, it's just the most bare bones bike there is that can just go on the street. That's the only thing about that thing. And it's like, for some people, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I want something that's actually a street bike. You know, like basically the definition of a supermoto, where I can go on street, I can go on dirt, but it has little nuances that you like about having a street bike. You know, like this thing has it has the fucking luggage thing on the back, and I need to create a new rack for that. But I can carry little things in the back, and you know, the electronics, the whole setup of the electronics is really nice. The blinkers are big. I like that. You know, a lot of people like the flush mounts, but I kind of like having the big bulky ones so people can see it, you know, at night. And that's just something that, those are little things that I like about this thing. And secondly, this is kind of minor, but one thing I really came to appreciate about this bike is definitely the stock electronics. Now, even though they're outdated, and a lot of people would say that they don't like this computer, which I understand that to a level. It is outdated, I totally get that, but it works. It works good. It works well. The layout of everything is just so nicely set up, and no one can argue that. Like, 15-year-old bike, all the lights, you know, my high beams are on. You can't see because it's not at night. High beams are on, the switches, you know, blinkers on both sides. It still has a firm click. The horn, listen to that horn, man. That thing is so gay. It's cool how the electronics on this thing were so solidly built. Whether or not you want to say that they're old, I really like that. So that's definitely number 2. I like how the old electronics and everything, I like the layout of it and how it just functions well. You know, like I said, chase on 2 wheels, or oh, my hands feel claustrophobic. It's like, dude, okay, side view mirrors aren't that expensive at all to replace. And secondly, when the fuck am I ever doing that? Like, please tell me, when am I ever like, oh, I need to do that shit? It's like, I don't understand that. I don't understand why that was even a point in this video. I think he ragged on this thing a little too hard, and maybe I'm just being a little defensive because I bought one and I love the DRZ and I'm biased, but you know what, man, I don't know. I think even though a lot of people have these bikes, I think there's a lot of things that people just kind of grade a little too harsh on it. And number 1, look at that Mustang. Oh my god, a Pizza Hut Mustang like that, dude. Third thing, I'm gonna say reliability, dude. These bikes are hella reliable, and give me all the shit you want for me sound hella, I don't care. But for real, dude, these bikes they're very reliable, and no one has anything on them. They're really just solid bikes. Because it's like, in my video of things I hate about this bike and it's still being carbureted, because it's been like that for so long, it's like, there's usually a reason. And it's usually not because, oh, you know, it just sucked, so we wanted to keep the same sucky ass style. It's like, no, it's because it worked, everyone loved it, and they figured, hey, why throw more into the budget to change things if everyone likes the way it is? That's how I think Suzuki kind of marketed it, really. I think that that's really the reason, where they figured, hey dude, this thing's really successful on its own, it's proven itself, why would we change it? Let's just change the fairings, let's change the wheel look and all that, add little tiny nuances, and that's fine. The fact that this thing hasn't changed at all, there's such a big aftermarket to it. You can do so many performance mods and get little other things, like these handguards were like $30. Same with like the levers, man. These were Amazon levers, and they look great, they feel great, they work awesome, and they were like 35 bucks, and my buddy got me the pair on Amazon. Fourth thing I love about this bike is probably the power. Yeah, we'll tie those two together. The power and the comfortability of this bike. What do I mean by that? So, the power of this bike is nothing crazy. It's much less than my two-stroke when my two-stroke winds up, but it's just different. The power delivery is really cool, where it's so mild. This thing is just a tractor, but it gets on it. It gets on it. You see what I mean? Like, that was a pretty solid 0 to 70 basically. It's like it's nimble and quick enough to where I can just downshift and get on it, but it's not crazy, it's not like intimidating for a beginner rider, because even though I've been riding street, or even though I've been riding dirt my whole life, I haven't been riding street, and street is a completely different animal, man. And I'm gonna make a different video about that. That's my last point, man. Past power. Let's move on to how much you can do this bike. Aftermarket and what I'm saying right now is different. I'm saying it's nice that there's a lot of parts for this, making it inexpensive. Where KTM, being a Euro brand, a lot of places are gonna have to order them from overseas, where they're not really in stock. Think of how many more Japanese bikes dealerships there are compared to KTM dealerships. Parts are expensive, and their 500 EXC does not sparingly use oil or any of its parts. It's because it's high performance, it's good stuff. And I'm not trying to rag on it, I'm just saying, that's something you gotta consider when you buy bikes, is how much maintenance am I gonna have to put in this thing. So, those are my 5 points, guys, of what I like about this bike, what I definitely love about this bike. For now, man, this is Christian Hamilton with SoCal Moto, trying to change the name to that. If you guys don't mind supporting me, please share, subscribe, throw me a like, throw me anything, man, throw me a comment. I'd love to hear you guys comment on my bike, comment on my riding. I'm not the best rider out there, but hey, man, I'm trying. I'm out here grinding. It's not really a grind when you love it, though. So anyways, guys, till next time.